What's up guys, how you doing? It's Kelvin. Welcome to the channel that brings you tech reviews. And because you know you like tech news, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you subscribe down below because you're here to bring you tech news. We know you love tech news. Let's get to it. On to some losses made by some tech giants. Netflix released this week on Tuesday their first quarter results, and in a letter to their shareholders, they stated that they had lost about 200,000 subscribers and putting all the blame on account password, on account share. And you might ask, what about Russia? Well, that number was also set aside, but they stated that the 200 subscribers decline was based on password sharing and also the competition. And since last year, Netflix have been stating that they will be cracking down and finding a way on how to restrict password sharing in the households, and we're hoping that we were expecting that this year, because they also stated it just 2 months ago that they're going to be doing the same. Well, this time around they stated that there is a new system that they're testing in South American countries, not all but some, whereby you'll be required to pay an extra coin to have an extra screen, just the way we have 4 screens on the 4K premium package. You'll be required to have to pay a little bit more, and if the system works, if it reduces the password sharing, they say that they are going to go on with it to the rest of the world. And moving on to competition, Netflix stated that companies like YouTube, Hulu, Disney Plus, and we have Amazon, we have HBO Max, they stated that they have been quite a huge decline, especially in the US, where they stated like since last year they've lost about 600,000 subscribers, and the competition is getting real. Those companies are also rising. Apple Plus TV just won an Oscar. And speaking of HBO Max, as Netflix declines in subscribers, HBO Max, HBO's Max parent company AT&T just yesterday announced their first quarter results. They stated that they had up to 1.8 million subscribers increase this first quarter alone, and 13 million subscribers from last year to this year. And those numbers are just insane, and we are seeing companies rise, and not forgetting that HBO Max is not available in all countries. HBO Max is available in just a few countries, and they're saying that this March they will be adding 15 more countries to their lineup. Well, if you're in my country in Kenya, if you have watched HBO Max, go come down in the comments and tell me which VPN have you used or how you've done it. Still on US, make sure you do subscribe, because in a few weeks we'll be showing you how exactly to purchase something from the US, specifically on Amazon, and having it shipped right here to Nairobi in exactly 2 weeks. We'll be giving you a guide. We'll be doing it real time. We'll be purchasing a real product. We'll be waiting for exactly 2 weeks, and we're going to be going down there to whichever company that we're going to use to ship the product and receive it. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss on such a huge opportunity to learn how to ship from US to Kenya in the easiest way possible, because I do it. Other news from the South Korean tech giant, Samsung is set to announce a new smartphone in their M series lineup, the Samsung M53 5G. The phone is expected to be launched in India, and we expect it in East Africa within a week or two. Moving on to the specs, the phone, it's of course dual SIM and it's 5G powered, according to the specification released on the Samsung website. It comes with a 32 megapixel front-facing selfie camera, and it has a quad setup at the back with a 108 megapixel sensor and an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro lens camera, and another 2 megapixel depth sensor. The screen comes with a 128 Hz refresh rate, 6.7 Super AMOLED screen, and the screen, I can tell you that 128 Hz is really smooth, especially for gaming. Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG, name it, runs really smooth on that 128 Hz refresh rate. And if it does land, we're going to get our hands on it, and we're going to give you a good review about it. And this is a budget phone, and we're wondering it's having so much intense spec like 128. It's not something that you get on a budget phone. A 108 megapixel is not something that you get on a budget phone, but we have seen Xiaomi do it on their Note, and on the Note 10 Pro, and also in the Note 11, and the competition is huge. And I'm guessing that's why Samsung is doing this, and also putting 5G almost on a budget phone. That's also another big deal. It's powered by a MediaTek MT6877 CPU and Mali G68 MC4 GPU. The phone will come with a storage of up to 128 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes and 6 GB RAM, and also it comes with an SD card slot. So, and it gets its juice from a 5000 milliamps battery, which is a good battery to last you up to 2 days or a day and a half if you're not a heavy user. Or if you're really heavy user like I am, my data is on every day, and I game too much too. I take a lot of videos and pictures. You can give it like a day. 5000 is quite a lot. And it will also be launching with a new Android 12 One UI 4.1 this time. On to some tech news on the social world. Last week, WhatsApp just announced in a blog post that they will be rolling out a new update. Well, some of the updates we have already seen. They'll be rolling up an update with some features such as community. Community is basically a pool of groups. The normal groups that we have now, they're rolling out something called communities, whereby a pool of groups can be inside a particular community, and you can have as many communities as you have, and inside those communities you can have as many groups as you have, and all those groups can have their like individual people inside, and it's huge for WhatsApp. And we are yet to test it. We are yet to receive that update, but we hope we are going to be testing it out. We're going to be seeing so much about it, and it comes also with more features. And WhatsApp just also on the blog post stated that we can now have an audio call with up to 32 people on a single audio call, which is quite amazing. Well, there is also another feature that is quite amazing, whereby an admin can delete a message, like permanently delete a message in a group, which whereby you only the users inside the group could delete. Yeah. Also, another thing that is also coming out with the update is this time that now you can share a file of up to 2 GB, whereby file sharing has been also a big challenge. And one other thing that has already been rolled out is whereby you have, I'm sure you already have seen this in the groups. There is a reaction now whereby you can hold on to a comment, to a comment by another user, and you can react to it in any way that you like, with a like, dislike, sad, fun, you love it, something like that. Telegram this week made an update that is way huge, that is just quite amazing. The new features are just insane, and we're not going to dig deep into it. We're not going to dig deep into it. We're going to leave a link down below whereby you can click to get more details. Some of the updates that we're expecting Telegram to be releasing is whereby you can now create a custom notification for a specific chat, and you can now also mute. You can now have a custom mute duration like the one you had of up to around three months or 2 months. Now you can have up to a year or two of a muted chat. And now also another thing which is quite also amazing, you can now set an auto delete date for a particular chat in all the media of all the media with a particular chat, whereby you can select a chat and you can select if you want this chat to auto delete everything, more details and everything, and how you can set the custom notification, how you can set all that, the auto delete, whereby you can set the custom mute period. Go down, every detail is descriptive, every detail is in our website. Go down, click the link down below in the description area. You're going to find it. And that's all we have for you today. Make sure you come back Monday. We have changed the timeline. We have changed the dates of our uploading. We'll be doing almost 3 or 4 videos in a week. We'll be doing Monday, we'll be doing Wednesday, and we'll be doing Friday. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for your time, and we'll be giving you great content. We'll be doing it professionally, and we are sure that you're going to love tech news. I'm Kelvin. Peace out.